I'm Jonah Rockoff, the Paul Garrett Professor of Public Policy and Business Responsibility and faculty in the Economics Division at Columbia Business School.
I'm Brett House, Professor of Professional Practice in the Economics Division at Columbia Business School. In partnership with my colleague, Professor Jonah Rockoff, I help to lead the introduction of AI support systems in our core MBA economics classes at CBS.
My name is Mfunda Radebe. I'm an MBA candidate finishing my degree at Columbia Business School. This past year, I served as a research assistant and project lead supporting faculty on the pilot integration of an AI chatbot into economics courses. The student body at CBS arrives with varied backgrounds. Some colleagues bring years of experience from working in the business world and find the quantitative material intuitive. Others are making a real transition and don't yet possess the same foundational skills and knowledge.
Putting all of these amazing, diverse people together in a classroom creates a special learning environment, but it also creates unique challenges. We can't assume that all our students arrive with the same knowledge, and we need to get everyone up to speed very quickly so that they'd be ready for advanced electives and recruiting. Faculty office hours, review sessions with the TA, those happen only once a week, and busy students needed just-in-time delivery of support.
We know that Gen AI has a ton of economics knowledge, but more general AI tools are trained on the standard way of teaching economics, which is highly mathematical. In our MBA program, our approach is much more focused on intuition, broad brushstrokes of knowledge, and data analysis. This is why we wanted a tool which is trained on our course materials and maintains our approach to economics, which means it will not confuse students by presenting them with textbook solutions to problems which we don't approach in a textbook way. All-Day TA provides a back-and-forth conversation with students submitting questions and prompts and the AI responding.
Students could flag specific things where they felt like the bot did not give an adequate answer, and that would enable the professor to enrich their material either in the next class or by adding material onto their Canvas site so that students could go back and refer to it. Students used the AI chatbot purposefully, working through concepts from class, getting unstuck on problem sets, preparing for their exams. The tool addressed a real need: getting a clear answer at midnight without emailing a professor or waiting for office hours. Students who engaged gave consistently positive feedback. Several students noted that the course-specific grounding gave them more confidence than general-purpose tools.
We found that students' use of All-Day TA complemented and enhanced student engagement with our student support hours.
The instructor can review students' interactions with the AI bot, and our ability to see the back end of student interactions is really helpful in a few ways. First, it gives us an additional read on what students are finding challenging and gives us insights on how to address those challenges in distinct ways. Second, visibility on those interactions also gives us greater granularity on how they're interacting with our assignments. And finally, the back-end view on All-Day TA allows us to see how it's performing.
Keeping the entire teaching team abreast of what is happening with All-Day TA is essential because it will improve all of those in real-life discussions.
There's no one-size-fits-all application for tools like All-Day TA. Its use needs to be tailored for every individual course.
Faculty need to highlight repeatedly the availability of AI support systems to get students to give it a try. A simple mention at the beginning of a course or in the syllabus isn't sufficient to drive engagement. It also helps to require some basic use of the tool as part of the participation component in a course or in a first assignment.
The most important thing instructors can do is start with the problem, not the technology. The question isn't, how do we bring AI into the classroom? It's, where are students getting stuck and what would actually help? All-Day TA worked because it addressed something specific. It gave busy MBA students access to support at their convenience and normalized asking questions.